Hi guys, Nick from HiFi Collective here. Today we're going to play around with these guys. Celestion Ditton 44s, three-way, one of my favourite vintage speakers. They kick ass. They have great bass, a good old school fat sound. I use them a lot for say if we're having a bit of a party going on, we'll pop these on. I have actually blown the speaker, not this one, but the other one. But so that's another video. So this video is all about changing the binding post at the back. So you have a nice plastic plate here, nice little detail there, Celestion Dittons, made in England. These are a bit of a bore because they're wraparound, so you have to wrap wire around there and then screw these back on. I want to replace these. I've suffered these for many years. I did create this cable with a loop there and then the BFA's there, so banana will slot into there quite nicely, but they splay out, it's not great. So we're gonna take this out and we're gonna replace with these. These are AEC binding posts. They're similar to the old Audio Note Slimlines, but they used to be a bit longer. They're quite small, so you can get them in that smaller space. They accept a 4mm banana from the top. You've got it's probably about 6mm from the side for bare wire, and they're going to do the job. So let's take these out. Okay, so make sure you use the correct size screwdriver. You can see that this has been shredded a bit. Anyway, yeah, you can feel it. It comes out quite easily. We are going to be using these again in a minute. So try not to ruin them and try not to lose them, which is what I would normally do. Take those all out. Oh, it looks like it's got a bit of a T-nut inside there, flathead. It's not self-tapper. Oh, that looks a bit... Oh, well, that's something gone on with that one. That came straight out, so probably that's come loose on the inside, as is that one. And then this one. Pop it out. There we go. Yep. So I can feel what's there. What's that? So it has T-nuts internally. So yeah, I can see that's not a problem. All of these are fine. They're still there. It's just the fact that it's only as soon as it loses contact, it just comes out quite easily. So you can see here that I have marked these A and B. So I'm going to go. I've actually upgraded the crossover in here and the internal wiring. So A is the negative. So I'm just going to write that on the actual sticker we've got going. Oh, there's the phone. And then that's a positive. B. Cool. I don't need to, yes I do, don't I? Yeah, of course I do. So I'm going to desolder these, trusty soldering iron. Let's get my solder pump, if I can find it. It comes out quite easily. Ooh, very easily. I'll do that in a minute. Let's pop that to the side. Right. So this is what we're working with. Let's take these off. Actually, it's 2 screws, flat heads. Let's get a flathead screwdriver. I've got a stinking cold. My nose is running. It's not that stinking because I can still function-ish. So, undo those. Actually, That's not coming out particularly easy, is it? Right, let's give it a bang. Let's just take the other one off with. See what I'm doing? This one comes out quite easily. Right, what's wrong with this one then? Why is that not coming out? There you go. If in doubt, give it a bash. Pop that to the side, don't need any of those. Now, these, you're going to have to do a bit of drilling in this, I believe. Yep. So, let's just take this apart. I want to keep the red. I want to be using these washers, so I'm going to figure out the width of these for the drill. So 5 mil. Now look at this box of tricks. Excellent. Okay, I've only lost one so far. 6.14. Okay, so we got a 6. I'm going to go 6.5. I mean, it's always good to gradually step up the diameter when you're drilling. It means you're not ripping the thing to shreds. This should do it. Go slowly. Right. Bingo. Okay. To stop, when I'm tightening this up, when I've popped it in, to stop the actual plug, the post moving while you're tightening it up, I've popped in an Allen key like that. So pop that on the positive side. You want it kind of standing up like that, so the wires can come in from the top. If you need to connect that way, we've got thread there. Let's go. And tighten up. Right, nice and tight. Don't go crazy tight though. You'll break the plastic. Sorry, leaky nose. So that's positive one in, and then the negative. Disregard that washer because it just can't take the power. Open up. And then like that. Like so. Turn up. So you can see that is kind of cool, right? You can still see the positive and negative. And then the wires you can pop through if you wanted to connect up your speakers that way. Easily accessible from the top or the bottom. Right, so we're gonna have to wire these up. Let's get rid of this. I'm gonna mark the one that's the positive and the one that's the negative with a bit of tape. So, bit of tape, black, negative, there, okay? So you know what you're doing. And then I'm gonna get a bit more wire out here, snip that back. Because you want to do a loop. This is d.i.y, DCA 12G, if I'm not mistaken. Expose that a bit. There, can you see? Sweet. Right, okay, so you can identify which is the negative, which is the positive. Let's just get rid of this crazy bit of stuff there. Right, so this is a positive, it goes around there. So we're going to loop it around like so. Now we solder it. Using Mundorf Silver Gold, which is 3.8% silver content. And then you need a bit of heat for this. So you see, 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant, 5 elephant. Okay, it's starting to get hot. See, quite a lot of heat going on there. Brilliant, all good. And then the other one, which is the negative. Round. Let's get a bit, because it's got a bit of solder on there, it's a bit stiff. So I'm going to bend this bit so we can. We could have cut that short, really, but don't worry. I think it's always good to have a bit of a physical join as well as a solder join. So bring that together. And then we're going to solder it. 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant, 5 elephant, 6 elephant. Start adding solder. 7, 9, 10, 12. All good. Right, that's done. And then when you put it back, make sure you get it the right way around. Just hold on a minute, because that's going to be hot and that'll dissolve that foam. So just give it a second. Actually, it's not too bad. So we're going to pop it in. And then the screws. Now when you're doing these, because there is like an insert, don't push. When you just go like that, just let it catch and then just screw it. Yeah, no pushing down, no. I mean, you might want to do a continuity check if you want to. If I could find an eye. It is. Let's do that quickly. So I'm just checking that the speaker's all good, as in it's connected up. Lowest DCR resistance setting, like that. And we're getting 7.6, that's fine. 7.6 ohms, plenty. So don't tighten them all up. Just do it loosely, pretty much loosely, all of them, and then we'll tighten them up at the end. That's it, and now we can tighten them up. Oh, cool. Brilliant, so I think you agree they look much better than the originals. It's a shame to change the original design, but there you go. Easier to use now. Take care. Just before I sign off, I want to say a big thank you for watching our videos. Like and subscribe, and follow us on all the social network platforms. See you later.